Hello, Gems. Today we're at Disney's Boardwalk Resort and we're going to go eat at the Cake Bake Shop. Let's go.
The Cake Bake Shop at Disney's Boardwalk Resort, created by Gwendolyn Rogers, is known for its fairy tale ambiance and gourmet desserts. With locations in Carmel and Indianapolis, Indiana, this newest shop offers breakfast from 7 a.m. to 10:55 a.m., lunch from 11 a.m. to 3:55 p.m., and dinner from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. Guests can enjoy savory pies, artisan sandwiches, and delectable cakes in a whimsical setting perfect for special occasions.
Let's take a look at the menu here. For breakfast, this menu is extensive, but they have a whole bunch of things. Cinnamon toast brioche looks good to me. Then they have some cocktails, some breakfast cakes as well. I think the pound cake looks good, and the blueberry crumb cake, amazing. Then they have a salad and a whole bunch of egg dishes here. Egg sandwich also looks good to me. Eggs any style, eggs Benedict, and crab cake eggs. And they also have some waffles and pancakes as well. And then you've got your quiche and croissants here. Got a broccoli quiche, a ham, rosemary, and goat cheese, the croque monsieur, the croque madame, and a chicken salad. They've got fruit and granola and yogurt. And then you can also order some a la carte options as well. And they also have a children's breakfast menu. And then just quick, here's their drinks menu. Of course, I don't drink alcohol, so I won't be having that. But they also have some non-alcoholic mocktails and your regular iced tea, lemonade, and Coke products. And then they also have milk and hot chocolate as well, coffee and espresso. And then they have your choice of a pot of tea. I got the breakfast blend, actually. You have coffee and espressos, and here's your very, very in-depth drink menu as well. Lots of options here. Their menu is absolutely huge. I'm only going to scratch the surface today, so let's get to eating.
First up, I got the breakfast blend pot of tea. This is a full-bodied multi-character of Assam combined with the woodiness of Ceylon and the fruity spicy notes of Darjeeling for $9.99.
The breakfast blend tea. Let's see how this tastes. So that was really good. I love tea. I have tea every morning. I usually get Earl Grey, so I wanted to try something different today. It's the morning, and so I got the breakfast blend instead. It's really good. It comes in a pot, so it's multiple cups worth. I would say it's about 3 cups worth, maybe 2.5. I drink my tea black with sugar, and you can add cream, and I got this whole container of different types of sugars as well. I chose the standard one. This is kind of your brown cane sugar, which I really, really like. So, love that. It has a nice sort of earthy taste. You know, tea, it's leaves, so it's always earthy, which I really love. I don't drink coffee because it's too much caffeine for me, and it hurts my stomach. So tea is my drink of choice. I absolutely love it. This was really good, and I would highly recommend it to any tea lover. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5 tiaras.
Next, I got the egg sandwich. This is 2 fried eggs on a toasted brioche bun with Vermont cheddar cheese and crispy, thick-cut applewood smoked bacon for $19.99.
Egg sandwich. Let's see how this tastes. That sandwich is absolutely spectacular. Everything about it I love. The brioche is sort of lightly toasted, so it has that nice crunch, but it's also really soft in the middle. And I think that the top of the bun is buttered too, actually. So I really, really love that. The eggs are cooked to perfection. They are fried eggs, which I don't really eat. I usually eat scrambled eggs, but this is cooked really well. I don't like when yolks are runny. I'm not a runny yolk person, but this is perfect. I absolutely love it. Then it has, I believe, cheddar cheese on it, and applewood smoked bacon is my absolute favorite type of bacon. It's so good. There's a generous helping on here. I can't tell how many pieces. Let's see. I think it's about 4 pieces of applewood smoked bacon. So good. And yeah, all of it together, it's a very good hearty meal, a great way to start your day. And after you eat this, you can walk right over to Epcot. Like, it's that close. So this location is really a premier location, and I absolutely love it. Then it also comes with a side of an arugula salad. Now, I don't super love arugula, so I probably won't eat a whole lot of this, but it also has tomatoes and Parmesan cheese. So actually, let's give this a taste. Maybe it'll change my mind about arugula. Let's see how this tastes. The salad's all right. I like it. Usually arugula is really bitter, and I don't really like that. But this, when you pair it with the tomatoes and the Parmesan cheese, it actually cuts that a little bit, so it's a little more sweet than, your regular, really bitter arugula. It's also a nice, healthy side dish. I really like that this isn't, fries or potatoes or something like that, because the egg sandwich has enough carbs in it anyway. So I think it's a really nice upgrade to this meal. Yeah, I really like this. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5 tiaras.
Next up, I got the all butter croissant. This is a freshly baked all butter croissant served with salted European butter and homemade strawberry pixie jam for $5.99.
I think this is the most crusty croissant I've ever had. It's so just pillowy on the inside and crusty on the outside. You can hear the crackle, I hope, in my microphone. So good. I don't want to get crumbs all over myself, but anyway, let's eat it. I'm going to try it on its own first and then see what it is like with the jam and butter. But anyway, let's see how this tastes. Now let's try it with a little butter. Let's see how this tastes. Love it. So that was really good. The butter is a whipped butter, which just adds a extra level of fancy to this dish. And or this croissant, not this dish. And it just adds a nice, cream and sweetness and just decadence to this croissant. I absolutely love that. Now let's try it with the jam. Let's see how this tastes. That jam is where it's at. I forget what type of jam. I think it's raspberry jam. So freshly baked all butter croissant served with salted European butter. Oh, it was salted. That's why it was so good. And our homemade strawberry pixie jam. I thought it was raspberry because it has seeds in it, but yeah, that flavor with the croissant. I've never had a jam with a croissant. I usually just eat them plain because at, a Starbucks or a patisserie, they don't offer you jam and butter. So that is a new flavor to me. The combination of the flaky, beautiful pastry, it's absolutely perfect. This would get a Paul Hollywood handshake for sure. I love it. And yeah, I just am blown away by this. I don't want to give everything a high score, but when you come to a place like this, you sort of expect the food to be really good, and it is. So I'm going to give this one a 5 out of 5 tiaras. Highly recommend. Just get a nice croissant. That's all you need.
Next, I got the blueberry crumb cake. This was featured on Oprah's Favorite Things in 2019. This is Gwendolyn's signature crumb cake with fresh blueberries, baked in a moist breakfast cake with freshly zested lemon. It's topped with brown sugar streusel and a dusting of powdered sugar for $8.99.
Let's see how this tastes. I think this is an absolutely perfect crumb cake. It's so moist on the inside, and then it's got blueberries throughout, which is just, and they're incredibly fresh. You can taste they are real blueberries, and they're pretty large too, I think. And then it has that streusel on top, and it's brown sugar streusel, which is really just so good, and it also has lemon zest in it. You can't really taste the lemon too much, but the combination of lemon and blueberry together is just mwah, chef's kiss. Compliments to the chef on this. It is incredibly good. It's like a muffin in cake form. So instead of a tiny little muffin, you get this whole big slice of this crumb cake. And this is on Oprah's list of her favorite things as of 2019, and I can absolutely see why. It is delicious. It just is a great start to your day. A little bit, I mean, having cake at the start of your day, you're on vacation. Just get the cake. Just enjoy yourself, you know? Yeah, this absolutely knocked my socks off. I love it. Highly recommend that you get this blueberry crumb cake. This one's going to get a platinum tiara. Highly, highly recommend.
And finally, I got the pumpkin spice cinnamon roll cake. This is 6 layers of pumpkin ginger cake filled with cinnamon sugar and their signature cream cheese frosting. It's topped with vanilla, buttercream, and crystallized ginger for $22.99.
I'm so excited for this. Let's see how this tastes. Wow, that cake is incredibly amazing. The cinnamon is very much the hero flavor here. The pumpkin is also really good, but the cinnamon comes through the most. And you can feel it crunching in your teeth, which I absolutely love that type of cake. And the frosting is light and fresh and airy. It cuts that sweetness. It isn't too sweet, and it's just incredibly good. This is a huge piece of cake. It's honestly, I think it's like 4 to 6 servings. So I'll be eating this over the next week, yay, because Jason isn't a sweets person, so whenever I bring home sweets, he's not really interested in trying them. Maybe he'll try this though, we'll see. It's 6 layers of pumpkin ginger cake. That's the flavor that I'm tasting here. And just again, the signature cinnamon sugar, just cinnamon sugar, not signature. The signature is the cream cheese frosting. I am salivating. This thing was so good. And then, it is topped, it has 2 frostings. Okay, so I think on the inside it has a cream cheese frosting, and then on the outside it's topped with vanilla buttercream and crystallized ginger. Maybe the ginger is the crunch I'm tasting there. Cinnamon and ginger go really well together, and then when you add in the pumpkin, this is the perfect thing for fall. Definitely come here and get this cake while it's still fall. Now here, of course, we don't really have fall, but it's, low 70s today. I'm just having a wonderful day, and to end this meal with this pumpkin spice cinnamon roll cake is fantastic. Now it is $22.99 per slice. When they first rolled out these menus, I think it was like $26, and then people just balked at that. So they actually lowered their prices before they opened. And so, yeah, but at $22.99, is this worth it? I would say yes for a special occasion. And if you're splitting it among the whole table, honestly, some people say that this is 2 servings. I really think it's more like 4. And yeah, very shareable, very good, highly recommend. I'm going to give this one a 5 out of 5 tiaras. As I'm walking around this restaurant, I love these lighting fixtures. I'll bet at night they look absolutely amazing, but you can see they have little pumpkins on them, so it's for fall, and I'm sure in a couple weeks, they'll switch it over for the holiday season as well. Then in the middle of the restaurant, they have this special table here, right in the middle of the restaurant. I'll bet you have to maybe pay extra to sit here. I have no idea. But then on the table, there's this Lazy Susan, so it's perfect for parties. It's really cool. Then they have this sort of patio kind of area. The chairs in here are completely different. They're a wicker instead of sort of the other padded chairs on the inside of the restaurant, but you get a beautiful view out the window to Crescent Lake, and you can see the yacht club and the rest of the boardwalk and everything over here. It is so beautiful. And they have more of these beautiful lit decorations in here, which I absolutely love. And these also have pumpkins. And they have a tree in here. Now, it's not a Christmas tree. It's a fall celebration tree, I believe. And it is very beautiful, again, with pumpkins all over it. This one has white pumpkins and acorns, whereas the other ones had the standard orange pumpkins. You take one more look in this celebration room. The staff showed me this earlier, but I didn't get a good, complete look of it. But this would be great for special occasions, parties, and things like that. While I came in here, I actually passed a wedding party. This would be perfect for a reception area. So I'm in line for the other side of this. They have a restaurant and a bakery where you can pick up, the cake slice I just had and a lot of other treats. So I'm just gonna stand here for a little while. There's a good line out the door, but I'm doing it for you. I will show you what the inside looks like and maybe get another treat. And you can see I have this special cake bake shop bag that they put all of my leftovers in. I took a little bit of everything home, actually, so I'll have some good food for a couple days. So I have made my way into the Cake Bake Bakery, and they have a lot of merch in here. They've got some t-shirts, and they have a hat as well. And then I think they have these little characters, and I'm not sure what their names are, but I do believe that they have names and little personality attached to them, so you might want to research that a little bit. Here's some more of their merch. They have a unicorn character that I absolutely love. Oh, it has their names on it. Okay, so the unicorn is Buttercream, really, really cute. And then on the foot, hoof, whatever, it says CB for Cake Bake. And over here they have a beautiful ballerina, and her dress is all sparkly. I don't know if that comes through on camera, but it's very, very pretty. Oh, and they also have a cookbook here, so you can try to make their famous cakes. Here's the recipe for the black and white cake. That's really cool. Then they also sell their teas that they have here, and again, for breakfast, I had the breakfast blend, which oh yeah, it's right there. Yeah, it was good, but these are $38.99, and I don't drink tea in sachets. I like loose leaf tea, so I'm going to skip that. Oh, they have a lot of nice things in here. They've got pies, key lime and apple crumble. What I really love about this is that the placards showing what everything is are all sparkly. I'm not sure if that comes through on camera, but they're really, really fancy. It's very cool. And they've got some chocolate fudge and a banana orange nut bread. That looks really good. They've got the pound cake. I like how there are little sprinkles on top of pretty much everything in here to make everything a little bit glittery and shiny, add a little bit more, extra punch to it. And they've got some brownies over here. They even have a gluten-free brownie for all of you gluten-free people. And then they've got these truffles. Oh, I think I might get the assorted truffle collection. Well, maybe not. Maybe I don't need that many truffles, but I do want a few of them. Wow. Those truffles look really good. And here we've got some cookies and macarons as well. They even have a French macaron gift box. Cool.
I had to try their truffles, and I got milk chocolate, peanut butter, and caramel for $6 each.
So my truffles have been acquired, and let's give them a taste. I think this one is the milk chocolate. We'll see. Let's see how this tastes. I love truffles, and that milk chocolate is so incredibly smooth. It just has a great flavor. It is very sweet, very rich. So if you don't like rich sweets, don't get this. But it's also a pretty good size. Now these truffles are $6 each, which is a bit pricey, but I think that the price is warranted here because this chocolate is decadent, and it's also coated in some sprinkles as well. Not sprinkles, glitter. And I just love that look, how so many things here are sprinkled with glitter. It adds this nice touch to it that looks fancy, and I really like it. So I would give the milk chocolate truffle a 5 out of 5 tiaras. Very, very good. Next, I'm going to try what I believe is the peanut butter truffle. So yeah, let's see how this tastes. That peanut butter truffle was incredibly rich, and it was almost a little bit too much, I would say, but it tastes like the best peanut butter cup that you've ever had. It is very peanut butter forward, and the combination of that and chocolate is just always a great combo. Chef's kiss on that. The chocolate shell on top really isn't too thick. And then I think it has some sort of something crispy on the bottom, but I'm not exactly sure. There was a little texture of a crunch there, but overall, and it's also sprinkled with glitter, which just, I mean, that's so princessy, so royal. How could I not love that? That was really good. It's just very dense, very, a lot of chocolate. But yeah, I liked this, and I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5 tiaras. I'm gonna save the best for last here. Let's try the caramel truffle. Let's see how this tastes. So that was good. I liked it a lot. I saved the caramel for last on purpose because caramel chocolate is my favorite thing. The only thing I will say is that the caramel is extremely runny. I don't know if you can see that, but I won't be able to take this home. I'll have to either eat the whole thing now, which I'm not sure if I have the space for, or I have to throw some of it away, which I am not going to do. No, I'll just eat the whole thing, even if I'm full, because I don't want it all running out in the bag here. So that's a little bit disappointing. I was hoping that it was more of that chewy type of caramel instead of sort of the soft caramel sauce instead. But it still tastes really good. The caramel flavor really comes through, and the chocolate shell, again, isn't too thick. It's, pretty thin, easy to eat. So I do like this, but I just wish the caramel was a little bit more soft and less runny. So I'm going to give this one a 3 out of 5 tiaras. So that's going to wrap it up here for today. I had a great time my first time here at the Cake Bake restaurant and also the bakery. I'm so glad that I was able to try both. When I checked in for the restaurant, I waited for about 20 minutes or so, which really isn't bad. And then there was a line also for the bakery, but I was only in line for that for like 5 minutes. So it moves really quickly. They have a good operation here. And the prices, do I think it's worth it? Because the prices have been balked at by a lot of the internet so much that they actually lowered their prices a little bit. I think everything was worth it. The slice of cake for $22.99 is a little bit excessive, but again, the cake was really good and I would suggest it for special occasions. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, and share. Leave me a comment and let me know what items I tried today would you like to try. And as always, have a magical day.